Have you ever dreamed of cruising the Mediterranean Sea? While we're having our new boat built, we wanted to share with you some of our television shows about voyages we've made, since there might be destinations that you'd be interested in. This time we started in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea at beautiful sun-drenched Malta, then sailed up the coast of Sicily and onto the Italian coast to visit Pompeii. Thank you to Pantanius Yacht Insurance, who have insured Distant Shores since 1996, and for their support bringing you these Distant Shores classic videos.
Our voyage to the west coast of Italy begins in the Republic of Malta, a small, hospitable island nation in the central Mediterranean, a former stronghold of the crusading Knights of St. John.
Hello, Sea Fox. Hi, Paul. Good afternoon. Nice to see you. Good to see you too. Come aboard.
Many cruising sailors stop here for the winter to carry out annual maintenance chores on their boats in the comfort of Malta's delightfully warm winter climate. With spring in the air, we're all planning our next season of cruising, and following the upcoming Easter celebrations here, we'll be setting sail for Italy.
Two of the things Cheryl and I are looking for when we travel are to meet the people and try local cuisine. Finding that great local restaurant is often a good way to do both. This looks like a nice local place. Another good sign, they have good local prices. So here we have a cappuccino for 25 cents. That's about 75 American, or only about 45 pence. And the best is if it has a television.
Hello, how are you? Am I
Bonjour.
seeing the right person? You're the one on the Travel Channel.
Uh-oh.
Great program. Very nice. Pleased to meet you.
Perfect restaurant. Okay.
All right.
Neighborhood guys watching TV usually guarantees a place is not a tourist trap.
I see you on this tele, look.
Malta is a popular wintering place for cruising sailors. We meet Phil aboard Sea Fox, who has combined his love of cruising with his work, and he gives us some hints for people thinking of getting into sailing.
RYA Yachtmaster instructor, yeah, that's me. Qualified in England.
Somebody says interested in getting into sailing.
Yeah.
What do they really want to do to get started?
Well, initially they really should go out with somebody else and just get the feel, go sailing with someone who knows, you know, what's going to happen or what's likely to happen. Get out with them, get some experience for a few trips, and then they're in a position to get on their own boat and make it go. Under power, obviously you look around here, there's thousands and thousands of pounds worth of kit everywhere. So, you know, we don't want someone screaming in here, crashing off one boat onto another one. People get excited about that, don't they, and upset. So, you know, a feel for boat handling in marinas, it's quite easy for people to think, well, they get hold of this wheel and they think they're in their car. And in a car, the back wheels conveniently normally follow the front wheels. But in a boat, of course, it pivots. So when you turn the front one way, the back is already moving the other way. So we have to be thinking about that. And then, of course, the weather conditions are actually going to affect what happens. Is there a crosswind? Is there a strong wind?
We'll have to take it out and give it a try.
Okay, we'll start it up. We've got some wind blowing across. So if we took the port ropes off first, we'd be drifting across before we were ready to actually move. So we've taken the bell starboard one off. Wendy's holding onto the front. I'm now going to take the stern lines off. Right, okay, we're completely free now of anything attached to the land, so we're just going to come back very gently in reverse. I'm looking to go this way because I know my own particular boat likes to, in reverse, likes to go to port initially. Working on the premise again that when the front's going that way, the back's going this way. Easing off the power, just let the boat do its thing and give it some forward. Again, we're just seeing how the boat handles, finding out its characteristics, generally getting the feel for it.
So getting to know a new boat is going to be something for people too, even if they've learned to sail something else.
Oh yeah, every time you get on a different boat, then the first thing you need to do is some little exercises like this, just to see, you know, So there's going to be no nasty surprises. Because obviously the lighter the boat, the easier the bow will blow away in the wind.
Yeah. Now you'd be going through and showing people how to use their sails?
That's right. We're a sailing boat, so we should get the sails up. This particular boat has got in-mast furling, which means the sail is rolled up inside. We don't have to hoist it up.
I asked Phil how he teaches someone to sail.
The way I would teach it is we'd talk about where the wind is in relation to the sails on whichever point where you're trying to sail. Obviously, if you don't have the sails in the right place, the right angles to the wind, then the boat's not going to go forward. And then if we get too close to the wind, then you've got the boom will start to shake and crash. So you've got to know, really, the secret to this is, where is the wind coming from? And if you eventually, by experience, you can feel it. But we've got an array of instruments here giving us a clue anyway, but I can feel it on my face over here. The wind's almost on the beam now, the widest point of the boat. And we've just cleared 6 knots of forward speed, which is really good for this boat.
Phil and Wendy have been traveling the Med aboard their southerly 115 sailboat since leaving England 2 years ago.
I love sailing. I get so much pleasure out of it, and I want other people to do the same. You know, from the first day I set foot in a little dinghy, it was a passion, and I want other people to experience it and enjoy it, because we shouldn't keep it a secret. It's too good. Just look at this. I mean, are we lucky or what?
Our route from Malta will take us across the Malta Channel to Sicily, where we'll travel along the coast and through the Strait of Messina. Here we'll enter the Tyrrhenian Sea and sail north along the coast to Maratea, where we'll leave the boat to take the train to Naples, stopping at Pompeii and Mount Vesuvius.
Well, it looks like there isn't too much more to get through, and I guess another hour and a half till we get in, but it looks like we'll only be about a half an hour until we're through the worst of this rain. Well, not the way I pictured the south of Italy in June, but it's mainly been sunny and not too hot. Nice time to come to Italy. If you want to visit the Mezzogiorno, which is the south part of Italy, this is a nice time. The weather's starting to get good and you don't have any of the crowds. One of the nice things about using a radar when you're doing navigation is you can see all the other ships around. And in this case, because the rain in the clouds that's coming down out of the clouds is big enough to be a target for the radar, that shows up on here too. So that's this big sort of lump in the middle, and seems to be getting a little thicker and denser in front of us. And you can actually see how it moves. So it's coming a little bit off the coast toward us, as I've been watching it the last little while. So it's pretty great with radar that you can actually use that to plot weather, as well as obviously ships and coastline.
I almost forgot that I was at sea. It's really great with all the modern technology to be able to communicate while we're underway. I had a few minutes, so I've written a few emails and I'm about to send them off.
The combination of our chart plotter and radar, plus up-to-date weather information through the internet, means we feel confident we'll have clear skies for our night arrival in Maratea. Although it will be after midnight when we make landfall, we have studied the charts and are expecting a straightforward entrance into the well-lit harbor.
Yeah, nighttime arrival in Maratea. It's a packed place, parties are happening. There's space at the fuel docks, so we're gonna tie up there and wait till morning.
Oh, this is excellent. Little Maratea here. It's a nice, calm harbor to come into. Now we're going to get a dock over here. We'll stay a couple of days and explore the south part of Italy. Really looking forward to that. Maybe we can try and take one of the gorgeous trains that we've seen going up and down the coastline.
There's a train station right at the top of the hill. The Italian trains are modern and efficient, and we enjoy the ride north along the coast to Pompeii. On August 24th, 79 AD, the provincial Roman market town of Pompeii was frozen in time when it was buried in ash by a catastrophic eruption of nearby Mount Vesuvius. People grabbed what they could and ran, leaving everything else to be uncovered well preserved nearly 2,000 years later. Pompeii is a place I've always wanted to see because not only does it capture a period of time, it captures an exact day of the volcano's eruption.
Sometimes it's important to do the tourist thing. In this case, Pompeii. Just seemed like we couldn't miss it. And I'm learning about all kinds of great stuff, guidebooks and everything. This apparently is an opportunity to get some fast food. It's like a fast food counter. There were lots of them on all kinds of corners. And it doesn't seem so civilized now. I can't get anything to eat.
Looming in the background, shrouded in haze, is the menacing volcano of Mount Vesuvius, where we head to next and make the ascent to the top.
This is amazing. If you get to this area, definitely make the hike up. It takes about an hour. Good hike. This is nice to do it on a day when there's a little bit of cloud. It's amazing. Just imagine you're so close to all these towns, and if this ever blows up again, man, are they in trouble.
If you're planning to sail in the Mediterranean, there are some great places to visit, from Spain and Italy, the Adriatic and Croatia, to the magical Greek islands and Turkish coast. Thanks again to Pantanius Yacht Insurance, who have insured Distant Shores since 1996, and for their support bringing you these Distant Shores classic videos. Please give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this, let us know in the comments if you've been dreaming of a Mediterranean cruise, and don't forget to subscribe for upcoming videos.